we'll see the winners of 6 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another Big 12 foe, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have the football first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCF's offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Wide wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's White. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Hands it off. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Jackson will throw. Finds a tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling to catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Knights want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
UCF 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jackson will throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Burke. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. Spins away from the defense. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Knights are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On the move. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Finds a little space. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
34, UCF 3.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
41, UCF 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. Zings it complete to the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
At the 20-yard line. Now, a 4th down. Number 32, on to punt it away.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Knights will line up to punt it away. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. It's a seam wide open. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Mountaineers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead.
Wide open spaces. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff did.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it's made up for by being short. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and
He's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 32, on to kick it away.
A low line drive and not his best work. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try it again. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.